So, guys, Windows 10 is coming to an end. Well, not Windows 10, but Windows 10 support. So, as you can see right here on this page, as of October 14, 2025, Windows 10 will no longer receive support or free software updates starting on that date. Now, what that means, the biggest part is they will not be releasing any security updates. So your system could potentially be at risk. So today I'm going to show you how to see if your Windows 10 PC is ready to be upgraded to Windows 11. It's fairly easy to do. We'll go through a few things here and we'll go from there. So on this page, guys, we're just going to kind of scroll down here. It's going to talk about system requirements, and it's telling you these are the minimum system requirements for installing Windows 11 on a PC. If you can't, they want you to buy a new PC. Well, they don't want you to. They're telling you to consider buying a new PC if you can't run Windows 11. So let's just start at number one here, guys. You got your processor, okay? They are requiring a 1 gigahertz processor or faster with 2 or more cores on a compatible 64-bit processor. Um, you can find out what processor you have a couple different ways. I'll just show you this real quick. If we go to Task Manager and then we click on Performance, now you're going to see my processor. By the way, let's back up a little bit. This view may look a little bit weird because I don't actually have Windows 10 installed in any system, so I'm actually using a virtual machine right now. That's why the screen looks a little bit smaller, but this is kind of just to get the point across. So right here, it's picking up my processor, CPU 11th Gen, i9-11900K, but I don't have much resources pushed over to Windows 10 on this VM. I've only got 8 gigs pushed to it when in reality I have like 128 gigs of RAM in the system. So again, your CPU, it'll tell you what CPU that you have here. Memory, it requires 4 gigs or more. And you can see on here we have 8. Now the storage, it gives you here what you got. But again, remember, this is only a VM. So it's required 64 gigs or larger on this VM, this virtual machine. I've got 50 gigs. Ethernet, you'll, of course, have to have internet. But this is just an easy place to check all 3 of these. Now, as far as your system firmware, it's wanting a UEFI BIOS. So to find this, all you got to do is in your search here, we're going to type system and we're going to go to system information. And if we go all the way down, let me see if I can remember where it is, BIOS mode. This should say UEFI. If your motherboard supports UEFI, you will need to go into the BIOS and change it to UEFI instead of legacy. You can do that by restarting your machine. Some of them are the hotkey to get into there is delete, sometimes F1, F2. Just check your manufacturer's manual to see how you get into your BIOS. So if we look next on here, we took care of that. Now TPM, I believe in here, is there a TPM in here? There may not be a TPM in here, but we're going to find that another way. I will show you here very soon. Now, graphics card and display, most of you are going to be able to run this. This doesn't, this doesn't qualify only because it's a VM, and I have no resources pushed toward that. So let's just keep this open. Now, if you look in here, if you've gone through the system and other ways that I've shown you to check if your stuff is compatible, that's great. But if you still have questions, right here on the same page, go to this PC Health Check app. And then it's going to pop this up, and then it's going to just let you download it right here. Now, everything that I showed you on how to find, you could just bypass if you want, because this is actually an easier way. So go ahead and get that downloaded. I've already downloaded mine, so I'm just going to minimize. Once you get it downloaded and installed, it should put an icon on your desktop. And we'll go ahead and double click that here. and it's going to look just like this. And once you get to here, you're simply just going to click check now. Now, right off the bat, mine is finding this PC must support secure boot, which it is. I just don't have it enabled. So most people have it enabled. So if not, just go in there and learn how to enable it. I believe it's a thing in your BIOS. TPM 2.0, it does require TPM 2.0. And this is also in your BIOS as well. And then right here, this disk needs to be 64 gigs or larger. I only had 50. Let's go ahead and click see all results here. And the processor supported, RAM supported, processor has 2 or more cores. We're good to go on that. Now, most of you probably aren't going to have a lot of red X's and yellow exclamation points in here. Again, VM, it's set very low. That's why we're seeing this. So anyway, so once you go through all of this stuff and determine if it is updated or not, you can proceed to the install of Windows 11. Now, if for any reason this pops up and says, hey, this is just simply is not compatible, then there are options. Another place that you can look to is if you just search updates and you do your check for updates here, this will bring this up. And if you scroll down, it will tell you right here, this PC doesn't currently meet the system requirements. And then it will also direct you to get PC health check. But you might want to check in Windows Update first, because if it is compatible, it will tell you right off the bat compatible, and that update will come to you when it's your turn. Anyway, guys, if it's not compatible, I have a couple videos to show you how to go ahead and upgrade anyway by bypassing those requirements. You should see something popping up in this video about now. But anyway, guys, that is how to tell if your Windows 10 PC can be upgraded to Windows 11. Anyway, guys, if this was helpful, go ahead and click a like and consider subscribing. Thanks, guys.